Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to our Mistletoe Monday live stream, or Minigame Monday. We're just taking it easy today. We're playing a couple little games. We don't want to commit to anything too long-term on a day where probably not a lot of people are going to be available. And just generally taking her easy. Hello, everybody. If your holidays have already started, I hope you've had a lovely time. We did at Casa de Quill here, we did our big turkey meal that Kiss for Luck basically put together nearly single-handedly. And then we did gift exchange. I got myself a new KitchenAid stand mixer, which is great because mine broke down a little over a year ago. I'd had it for about 20 years. It had a good life, but it was hard going without it because I love making bread and other baking and things like that, and not having the stand mixer certainly made that a little bit more difficult. I got a bunch of things. I got a nice little book on for self-editing for writing stuff, which I'm really looking forward to. I got a copy of the 2024 like Player's Handbook for Dungeons and Dragons. Other things, chocolates. Always good. Oh, I should have brought it downstairs. I do have a little beverage to help with the festivities here. I've got myself some eggnog. It's pretty good. I think we can make it a little more festive, though. So I have a little something that I can add to the eggnog here, which I'm going to do, although I'm going to put it down on the table so I don't spill it. I don't have anything to mix it with, unfortunately. So it's the rum is sort of just sitting on top there. But that's okay. It'll give it that much more of an exciting little thing. Do I have something I can mix it with? You know what? I can just kind of poke my finger around in there a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Ah! Woohoo! Ooh, that's strong. We're gonna have a great time today. Bosma asked, did you ever do a Road to Power run in CK3 Quill? The Cathar run includes those mechanics, I'm pretty sure. Happy holidays, everyone. Lovely. So yeah, today we're going to do two things. First, we're going to spill our drink a little bit. Going to wipe that out. Second, so I guess we're gonna do three things. I don't know. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little Mechabellum. I've recently finally gotten around to beating the insane difficulty 3 and 4 of survival mode in Mechabellum. So I thought I'd do a little play of that. And then we're gonna try Brotato for the first time, which I haven't played. It came out last year. It's one of these sort of auto shooting survivor games, right? Like Vampire Survivors. And a few different things like that. It's got great reviews. It was dirt cheap. It was about $3 Canadian to buy right now. So I figured we'd take a look at that for the first time, because those sorts of games, while they're sort of fast and hectic, I do find them quite relaxing because they don't require the same amount of thinking. And, you know, just taking it easy today, keeping it chill. Yeah. We do want to go to shoot it to the people who resubbed. First of all, we got a brand new sub from Just Tone, subbed with their Twitch Prime. Thank you very much for that. We got resubs from Cassie Emperor at 84 months, Silent the Hunter at 45, Weird Darkness at 67 months, Captain Jazz at 55, Celestial Lunea at 25. What a nice name. Black HP2 at 20 months, T Slater at 17, Mew Mew Meow at 11, Asteric Fish just now at 81 months, and while it's not showing up properly here, I know we got some gift subs from Parduke. Let me just refresh this page and see if it comes up properly, because I think there was a 5 gift sub bomb from Parduke. Why is Streamlabs so weirdly inconsistent about that? So bizarre. But yeah, there you go. I can confirm it. Valorant also gave a gift sub out to the community, so thank you very much for that. And if I've missed any of the others in there because of weirdly bad notifications that somehow happens with Streamlabs, we'll see. But there we go. Yeah, because it's Streamlabs. I don't know, man. Gotta find maybe another solution for some of these things, but we'll do what we can. Anyway, let's go and play this. So there's someone on the stream or on the Discord. Was it Ian? I think it was Ian said they're not familiar with Mechabellum, which to me is shocking, because I've done a few videos, not very many. I've done at least 2 sponsored videos for this. all disclaimers aside. But I have 200 hours in this, not because it's sponsored, but because I really much enjoy this. I really like playing multiplayer Brawl with my friends every Tuesday. We start all Tuesday nights is my board game night or D&D night or different things like that. But we always start with Mechabellum. We love the 2v2 mode, but then ever since they added the 4-player Brawl mode, that's all we play. We just have a hoot. I did some 1v1 when I originally got it, but it has been a while. That's some whiskey and chocolate. Hey, Lem Gardner, thank you very much. Thank you. Whiskey and chocolate fun. Well, right now it's going to be the rum and eggnog fund. But I did get whiskey and chocolate for the holidays. So that is just lovely. Balgar, you've never seen this game either. Yeah, we did a multiplayer game with Pravus and ambiguous amphibian? AA. It's just, I'm a bad friend. Actually, you can see the preview over here. Belkalai, Pravus, AA over here. We did some multiplayer and we did a sponsored video for it. And I did a sponsored video for this at launch. And these two replays over here are me beating Insane 3 and Insane 4. You can see there's only about half an hour in between them. After beating Insane 3, I think I had one Insane 4 run where I restarted after a few rounds because it wasn't quite going to work out, and then I immediately beat on the next one. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to beat it here and now. In fact, there's a good chance we're just going to lose because there's some RNG. But we'll talk about the strat that I used to get this done. Anyway, I think this is great. It's not free-to-play mode, but it's fairly cheap. It's got a great competitive multiplayer with 1v1s that has incredibly deep strategy. We're playing something completely different over here with survival mode. On solo, we're going to go Insane 4, which is the highest difficulty that they currently have. You can also play it duo. You can play it with a buddy, which is an interesting thing to consider. That sounds like some gift subs coming in. It's Constable Nicolars with tier 2 subs. Whoa! Thank you. Oh, I see what's going on with Valorant. When people are gift subbing, the Valorant, I guess, game is adding extra gift subs to it. So it looks like for every 5 gift subs, Valorant's going to add 1 extra. Hey, that's a nice little deal. All right. So Mechabellum is an auto battler, but very different from a lot of auto battlers. It's about robots, and you've got your round. Normally, you've got much shorter time to deploy when you're playing against another player, like a minute-ish or so, depends on the round and things like that, to deploy. But you've got your robots. You can buy more units over there. Let me move my noggin so I'm not covering the unit buy screen right over here. It will expand a little bit, but that's going to be fine. You start the game. Normally you get a choice, but in any case, you end up with 2 units unlocked that you can deploy. You can unlock 1 more unit every turn. And it looks like you can only have 4. No, it keeps going past that. You can have more than 4 units unlocked. And then in addition to unlocking them, some units are free to unlock, some units cost some of your credits to unlock. And then you can buy units to deploy them onto the board. Normally you can deploy a maximum of 2 per round. In survival mode here, we have to survive for 18 rounds. The big differences is we are playing against the AI, but it's also going to be random. What we're facing every round is going to be completely changed and random, which is not normally the case. Normally, you're seeing what your opponent is going to deploy, and then you work to counter it while they're trying to counter you. It's very much chess with robots is basically what's going on here. But here we're going to be facing a different sort of randomized composition every time. So we need units that are sort of generically good, generically fine, not really worked around any particular counter. And then the other weird thing in this survival mode is that your units have hit points. That's what you're seeing with these little sort of shields on top of their heads. Every time one of these units is completely wiped out, they lose 1 of their hit points. When units kill stuff, they gain XP, and you can level them up. And every time a unit levels up, it resets their durability. So that is specific to survival mode. That is not the way it normally works. So the big thing with defeating these high-end survival modes is that we are going to often focus entirely on one flank, and we're going to make excessive use of wasps, almost exclusive use of wasps, which for the longest time I was ignoring because some of the flying units, like Wasps and Overlords and things like that, only have 2 durability in these high-end survival modes, which I thought, well, that's too short, that's too small, but it turns out they're really good in the Swarm. So we're going to kind of pick one side that we're going to develop all of our Wasps on, and then we might have a few, like, slowdown things on the opposite side. In the first round, you can't deploy things right up against the line. So depending on what I start with, I might just like throw everything on one side, but that's sort of my throwaway side. Here, I'm going to start deploying the Wasp. We're going to deploy over on the left-hand side. So yeah, starting from the next round, we'll be able to deploy an extra row over here. And I'm going to want that for sort of bodyguard tanking units. In fact, I'd really like to put these fangs ahead just to soak some extra hits. But unfortunately, I'm not allowed to deploy here right now. I also can't deploy on the flank. So I'm just going to go and put some fangs over on this side to sort of buy time. Although, honestly, this is all pretty bad what we're facing here. These Stormcallers are going to rip these fangs apart. You know what? If we're going into buy time mode, what I'm going to do is deploy these guys a little further back. Maybe I'll park one of these guys back here to cover the flank right now. So unfortunately, there's going to be a waste early on, which isn't great. On the other hand, we did start with Wasp Unlock, which is great because that is the core of my strategy. So we're going to go ahead and spend our money on another unit of Wasp. I'll go ahead and do an unlock on Crawlers, which I think are going to be handy, and we'll start that. So when you're done deployment, when both players are done deployment or the timer goes down, which again normally is quite short, the units go and move. They automatically move to engage the closest unit that they can attack. Zap, 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 zap. Yeah, the volume's on, but kind of low. From being from the Southern Hemisphere, I spent nearly 4 decades assuming eggnog with hot beverage. Yeah, I mean, I think warm eggnog can be a thing, but I think usually you just have it cold. We're not too concerned about what happens the first couple of rounds. Although, certainly, I would rather not have any of my wasps get completely eliminated, and therefore, us having to replace them. If your units lose all their durability and they do die, you do get a portion of their cost refunded to you. Not the whole. I can't remember if it's half in this mode, or what it is. There you go. The bot in this mode doesn't have hit points. Normally, the way you're playing the game is you're trying to remove the other person's hit points completely. Every round, you also get to pick an extra card for something, which can be extra units or can be some sort of power. For us, we're mostly not going to make heavy use of these. I think some rhinos are going to do great things for us early on. So it's kind of expensive. It's going to cost me $300. I could just get the free sledgehammers. But the fact of the matter is 3 rhinos over on this flank is going to carry this flank super hard for a few rounds. No, I'm going to commit the plan. I'm going to take the free sledgehammer. I'm going to deploy him a little further back. The idea is just to do a little bit of delaying action on here. And I've got $427. I'll spend 400 on a couple more rows, a couple more lines of the wasps. I'm going to deploy these on the flanks. The idea being, what we want to do is we want to go and break down these towers as early as possible. When you blow up the enemy's towers, all their units get EMP'd, which slows down their movement, their fire rate, makes them do way less damage, makes them take a ton more damage. So we want to blow up this tower as quickly as possible. We're going to hope that this tower is somewhat defended by the fact that we're concentrating our forces over here. This one here is going to be sacrificial. A little bit of a delay, but then we're also going to be upgrading this tower to make it a little harder to kill, but also cause the paralyzed state, I said the EMP state, to shorten the duration. And if we bring it all the way up to level 5, it's basically got no duration at all. Yeah, so we're going to do that. I'm leaving a gap over here because I'm going to be frontlining probably with some crawlers to just semi-tank the occasional hit. And there we go. None of these units here shoot up. In fact, none of the units they have anywhere here shoot up. So none of my wasps are going to die this round, which is gorgeous. And give them a chance to get some XP. You can see this little thing filling up over here with XP as they get these kills. Any unit that, if you get the kill, but also any unit that damaged something that then later on dies, gets a share of that XP. And leveling up units is quite good. It's going to give them more health, more attack. Very strong. There's also upgrades, and we're going to be starting on those soon. So for range, for ground attack bonus, and so on. But yeah, here we're just going to appreciate that we're not going to take any durability hits on our wasps, and we're going to get some free XP on things. We're kind of hoping the one that was maxed XP, like, kind of maybe doesn't get any more, but we don't have much control over that. Okay, so another round. Now we're going to get to pick a few things. I think I might skip on this. Nano Repair Kit is quite good on a large unit. We're not really going to do large units. Photon Coating, same sort of thing. Assault Vulcan modifies Vulcans. Vulcans are big, huge units with flamethrowers. Phantom Rays are actually pretty good flyers. We can do some funky stuff with it, but I'm just going to skip for the $50 in this particular case. Now, I could not upgrade these right away, because the idea is maybe I want to wait until they take a little bit of damage and then upgrade them then to repair them, kind of thing. And we can see here this wasp has actually been fully eliminated. Or fully eliminated once. It's only got 1 durability left, and it's a shame it didn't get the upgrade, so that would be good. We got some experimental fangs, more fangs. These are all good at shooting wasps. I think the thing to do on this particular round is actually going to be, I'm going to go and mass recruitment so I can hire 3 units instead of 2. I'm going to deploy a bunch of crawlers over here to take these initial fang hits against me. I'm going to upgrade these guys with range or ground attack? Probably range. Do I upgrade the crawlers at all? You can. Sometimes I do. I give them mechanical range, impact drill, replicate are all really quite strong upgrades to do damage. I might not. I think I'm just going to go and promote one of these guys. I could deploy a sentry missile, but I don't think I want to. Okay, I'm really hoping this squad of wasps doesn't get completely eliminated here. Yeah, this is survival mode. An insane 4. And wasp spam is going to hopefully be our path to victory. There you go. So the crawlers, I mean, the crawlers can do damage, especially if they get promoted and we give them some upgrade. They can actually be quite smashy. But their role here is mostly to just soak a few attacks so the wasps don't get insta eliminated. And you can see these guys are getting all fritzy as we do the tower thing. And we're going to hit another tower here, which is going to be great. They hit my tower, though, so I'm getting fritzed, which is non-ideal, but there's nothing really, again, threatening the wasps. The wasps are the most important part of the strategy we're doing here. Now, there's one wave we might face that could spell our doom. And that is the, can't remember what they're called, these flying saucers. Hold on a sec. No, we're going to skip this again, take the extra money. Wraiths over here. The normal wraiths are going to be fine, but the AI in survival mode can get these experimental variants of units, like the experimental fangs we're just looking at. The experimental wraiths, if they get the armor on them, which reduces like by a flat amount the amount of damage they take per hits, means that our wasp will do very little against them, which is going to be a huge problem if we hit that. It'll depend on the timing and what other units we've gotten as sort of extra buffer in here. Okay, let's see what we want to do. I could go take mass recruitment, so I could deploy 3 sets of wasps. I could alternatively do elite recruitment, which would let me recruit level 2 wasps immediately. They cost 300 per, so I can't do the pair. We could do more wasp upgrades. I don't think we need more wasp upgrades. I think this is going to be a fairly easy round. I think the thing to do right now is to get 3 sets of just the level 1 wasp, especially right now while there's nothing really that's going to be fighting here. Because when you deploy on the flanks, your units take a couple of seconds, actually more than a couple of seconds. I don't know how long it is. Why can't I move you? There it is. I don't know how long it is, but it takes them a little while to teleport in. Only the first round. That's why these guys are sort of blue and ghosty over here. And so I don't like to deploy those if there's going to be a threat. Now's a great time to slam more things over here. And again, the idea is to try to snipe this tower as quickly as possible. Now, I got some extra money. I could level up the crawlers that are in the front here. They've got a promotion ready to go. I mean, I could also give them some upgrades. The other thing I could do is I could go and put a point into fortifying this tower. Make it harder to kill and reduce the fritzing against me. Or I could just save it for a better purchase next round. I do want to get this leveled up. I don't know if I have to do it now. These guys aren't going to move forward very quickly. Killing tower paralyzes every enemy unit. Yes, no matter where they are on the map, which is quite interesting on brawl maps because they're huge. So I think all those moves are fine. Oh, you know what they are going to do? Oh, level 7 crawlers? Okay, they're definitely going to rip through everything over here for sure. So you know what? I will go and do this. Actually, this might not be a bad use case for a sentry missile. Because these level 7 crawlers were going to do so much damage so quickly. But they don't shoot up. No, I'll just do the 1 fortify, hopefully buy an extra couple of seconds, get a little bit less paralysis, and that'll be okay. So you can see those wasps aren't moving immediately. Zap, 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 zap. Go. Okay, we trash that immediately, which is good. You can see, like, our wasp here, our level 1 wasp, which admittedly aren't getting a lot of love, they're going to have a really hard time killing those. These things, I think, were taking 75% extra damage while they were paralyzed. But you can see now they're just, the paralysis wore off. They're just chewing through them in seconds. By the way, there's also a cool automatic camera that you can do here for, like, fun cinematics, which does look very nice. Okay, and yet this fortified tower bought enough time that we finished this entire combat before it fell. I think that was actually really, really, really good. Really good. Okay. So here we can't skip. We have to get these units. I can get 1 Fire Badger, which is a flamethrowing tank. I get 1 level, so that's a level 9, which is a lot. But we don't really care about the swarm stuff. Same thing with the Vulcan. Big flamethrowing robots. I don't need the anti-swarm stuff. My wasps are going to do an okay time at that. If we could get overlords or melting points for maybe killing big tough things, that would be nice. But we're not being presented with that. I think I might go with 6 Stormcallers. Or the Rhinos with the same logic that they do actually buy kind of a ridiculous amount of time. Especially since I can make the Rhinos explode. F it, I'm going to go for the Rhinos.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
And I'm going to spread them out a little bit.
Got my end of year bonus and wanted to say thank you for another year of content.
Hey, Boba!
Thanks for the company on those late night and weekend work sessions and a toast to another year.
Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. Thank you. Really appreciate that. I'm going to do here, I could consider, I don't know if I need to, especially this first round, but you can upgrade the Rhinos. You can give them a tech upgrade. That makes it so that when they die, they explode, doing damage equal to their max HP, which is kind of amazing. I don't think that's going to be called for here, but I think they'll do decent things, and I may not want to invest in the Rhinos at all. Same thing here, I could promote these. It's only cost 50, and it keeps these guys around. That actually might be worth doing. We're not going to invest a lot of money into the Fangs, but keeping these guys over here to block this flank and buy a little bit of time is going to be okay. I always want to be upgrading all my wasps. One of the things that's important is if they're sitting at max HP and waiting for a promotion, they can't earn more XP. So cycling that's pretty good. Now, okay, this is an example. These wraiths are going to be a bit of a problem because they're good anti-swarm and they have armor enhancement, which blocks a flat 60 damage. My wasps fire fast, and there's a lot of them, but they don't hit individually very hard, which can be a problem. I was going to grab the ground specialization here. I might want Elite Marksman for a little bit more range and just a little bit more raw damage. The ground specialization is generally better, but I don't actually think we need it right this second. Although these arc lights are also armored, which is more than a little annoying. Or I could just buy more units. Now, I've got a couple of sentry missiles here. These will just hit the crawlers. They won't actually hit my wasps, which is great. I think rather than getting more wasps right now, even though that's generally better, I'm going to do this and hope it helps us punch through these wraiths a little bit more, because that is kind of on the scary side right now. Okay. Yeah, when you get a tech upgrade, it upgrades all of those. So when I buy Elite Marksman, it buys it for all of my wasps. That's why usually you don't bother buying tech for something unless you've got lots of copies of it. Okay, the swarm here is going well. It'd be great to engage this wraith while it's still got the paralysis here, but it's not going to happen. Although, yeah, see those rhinos, they really do chew through things pretty well at this level, because they're level 2, and that was pretty squishy stuff. Okay, that's great. I may have been a little overly paranoid about the marksman. On the other hand, wasps have ridiculously short range, so anything that adds a flat amount of bonus range, like range enhancements gives them plus 40, and the marksman gives them an extra 5 per rank that they have, it really just like dramatically increases their range. So we could summon a Vulcan, Acid Blast, Smoke Bomb, improve fire control, which is great on a big unit, but that's not where we're going. So I'm just going to skip that for the money. I'm going to upgrade all 7 wasps got the upgrade there, or they got the promotion. So you can promote 1 unit at a time, but they added very nicely a quality of life thing that gives you the all. And I do want to aggressively upgrade these wasps. Again, that is the key to our strat. They got some more wraiths here, but only a couple, and they don't have the armor enhancement this time. Again, normally the tech's a progression, but in survival mode, you're facing sort of random, well, from a pool, but unconnected foes every time. We are getting a pretty heavy flank over here, which I might just ignore. These fangs will actually do some amount of damage before they spawn in, but then they're going to go and they're going to kill this tower, and I might just be fine with that. I think, especially since I didn't deploy any wasps last time, which theoretically could have denied them a bunch of XP, I'm going to go and get some more deploying this time around. We're going to increase on this flank. And again, on the front, the plan is going to be, I'm having a hard time figuring out if I'm leaving a gap. There we go. The front is going to be more of the crawlers. Now, I could spend 50 to also be able to throw in an extra crawler right now. The other thing I could do is I could fortify this tower, especially since it's going to fall. You know what? I actually think the best thing for us to do right now is spend 50 so I can get a crawler squad. And we're going to start throwing some extra crawlers in here to frontline that. Your plus attack would be effective on the wasp unit, yes. However, there's no flat plus attack. We are going to be grabbing ground specialization, which increases our attack against ground units by 200%. It's not a flat amount, but that is still a dramatic number, which is what we're going to do. I'm also going to want energy shield over here, which sort of just doubles their hit points, which isn't much because they don't individually have a lot of hit points, but it does guarantee it blocks at least one instant of damage, which is really nice if you're facing marksman like sniper type units. It doesn't matter if they hit for 1,000,000, the shield is still always going to soak one hit no matter what, guaranteed. And that does a big thing. Okay, let's go. So again, now we're gonna definitely suffer on this side a lot more, but that's all right. And yeah, it does take them a little bit to warp in, and they are a little bit vulnerable while that's happening. But yeah, we're gonna continue with plan mass wasps. The attack object you skipped. What, one of the buyable cards? Oh, the one that you install on a single object. Yeah, there's an object I could have bought, an item that you can equip to a unit, but it only equips to a single unit, so it'd be a single squad of wasps would have gotten the plus 70% attack or whatever. And to me, that's not worth. I'd rather just have more wasps. It's great. I love it on big giant units. I may be not realizing what you're talking about. It's entirely possible. But if it's the thing I'm thinking about, to me, it doesn't feel worth on wasps. I may be wrong about that as well, though. No, see, again, the enhancement module. So this is an item. I could throw it on an item, on a unit, increase their attack by 20%, HP by 20%. Upgrades no longer consume supplies. So after a couple of upgrades, it pays for itself. But it doesn't do much, and it actually takes more than that because I could get 50 here. So again, I don't feel that this is worth it on wasps. Oh, you do win this mode. Depending on the difficulty of survival mode you're on, you have to survive X number of waves. We're on Insanity 4. We have to survive up to 18. Now, these crawlers aren't the key to our strat, but I'm going to not promote all, because this one here is fine. I want to keep these guys alive as sort of just extra chaff to soak some hits. So I'm going to give you a promotion. And we got lots of cash. In fact, what I can do here is I can do elite recruitment, which lets me recruit level 2 wasps, which costs 300. And then I'm going to do mass recruitment to recruit one more. So we're going to get 3 squads of level 2 wasps immediately. This might shoot this wasp. This missile will shoot whatever's closest. I'm fine with it hitting the crawlers, because especially if the missile goes down, it won't hit my flyers. Hey, Draxus, thanks for the bits. It's late here, but I want to pop in and say thanks for the awesome streams. Thank you very much, Drac. Appreciate ya. So I think I won't deploy you here. I think I'm going to deploy you here as a back line. We do have some things that are going to shoot up over here, but yeah, this is going to be okay. Boom. I mean, if this missile goes this way and hits that, that'll be annoying, but no, I think it's going to go for the crawlers, which is going to be fine. I'm not going to upgrade these rhinos, not that I have the money for it anyway, or use the missile. Okay, I think that's good. Now, one thing I might want to get, and is usually pretty good, and I pick it up if it comes up as a card, sometimes you can get a freebie, is a mobile beacon. It costs 100 to unlock here, and then it lets you direct people, and it is actually quite good to make sure units are rushing these towers. We may end up investing in that, but sometimes you get one that comes up from the start of round cards. Okay, yeah, the missiles go there, blow up these crawlers, which is fine. Zap, 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 zap. Yeah, exploding rhinos would do some pretty crazy stuff over here. But yeah, the idea is just to buy a little bit of time so that our tower over here doesn't get instantly booped. There we go. Because we don't want to get the paralysis here while we're still fighting lots of troops. Getting the paralysis hit a little later is fine, because usually we've thinned out the numbers a whole bunch. Oh, Drix has earned a badge, a 1k bit badge. Neat. 100 defense and 100 attack buff is worth it with these units. Oh, yeah. No, I do invest in those. And that's actually one of the things I tend to dump money on, and maybe I should have done it earlier. Now, again, it's a percentage boost, but I get it. Usually I go to the level 2 attack. I don't know if I always bother with the defense. Sometimes I get the first one because it's cheap. We don't need hackers. Hackers don't solve any problems that I have in this, mostly because hackers don't shoot up. I think the level 8 marksman might actually be the most useful to buy out of this. And then we can give them the EMP boost. So, Boyd, I'm assuming you're talking about this here. So for $100, I can do the attack enhancement, increase the attack of all my units by 12%, and it's permanent, and then you can get a second level at $300, which is good. You can also get the hit points. I'm not sure if the hit points on the wasps really makes a difference, but I do tend to like the attack. Now, with these marksmen, and we are going to invest in these, I think they have some usage. If we're going to use these, I think we want to give them range, and then I think I just want to give them electromagnetic shock. I think that's going to be quite nice. I don't know if they need it this round, though. These are not armored overlords, so my wasps should actually do a pretty good job with them. I think it might be... Do I buy units or do I give them ground specialization this time? I think I want to buy more wasps. And I think I'm going to do a triple purchase. 1, 2, 3. Of level 1 wasps. And we're going to get a second line of them over here. More wasps, more better. Yeah, we're going to lose a couple of rhinos here, but that's fine. And you still have some hit points, so I don't need to upgrade you yet. Okay, I think we're going to do with this. Next time, try putting anti-air tech upgrades in your marksman. Become great overlord and phoenix killers. That's actually not a bad point for this mode. And again, the biggest thing I'm worried about is experimental wraiths. Yeah, we should put a note in there. I don't like the anti-air upgrade on my marksman for normal modes, but for survival mode, yeah, I think that's an excellent call. Mostly, it's not that anti-air is bad, it's I really like this comp for marksman in my normal play. The range enhancements, elite, which actually elite's going to do huge things with these guys because they're coming in at level 8. So they're going to have 8 ranks of elite marksman applied, which is going to be crazy pants. But yeah, I specifically, the thing I need to worry about is if we hit the experimental wraiths wave, they will, because they do splash damage and they're very hard to kill with my wasps. We lose that tower, so we're getting the paralysis here. And it is worth noting the overlords do have splash damage in the air, which in a sense might make them a good counter to the wasps, but in practice, it's usually fine. Although the fact that my wasps aren't killing the overlords right now is pretty bad. We did lose a lot more wasps than I would like, because they were sort of targeting everything else. Okay, intensive training is actually pretty sick in this mode because it means you can create an upgrade when you need it. I think this was especially really nice if you're playing with big units, but I think even with Wasp Swarm, it's going to be okay. I'm going to upgrade all the Wasps that I can. And then, see, these guys here are on the front, and they're low on durability. Annoyingly, they're about to level up, but I don't want to risk them dying, so I'm going to do this, which allows me to force a promotion. We're looking at just ground units. This is a great time for us to get ground specialization right now. I'm not worried about upgrading the marksman this round. Although, I mean, I could. What I'm mostly thinking of, this would be a good round for me to up the fortifications here substantially, because we don't have anything hitting here. We're going to bring this all the way up to level 5. So this is going to... You'll see our units fritz for like maybe a second when we lose this tower. But this tower also has a ridiculous amount of hit points now. It was a big investment, but these guys are going to take forever to kill this while we go and rip through everything on this other side. Intensive training sick in every mode. Okay, Asu, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. But it's especially nice here because it can save a unit that's fallen low in durability. Like, a lot of their stuff doesn't even shoot up. I mean, these Mustangs, and even, yeah, the melting points, sure, although melting points only killing one wasp at a time. So yeah, especially, okay, they're on the fritz now, so it's going to be maybe even a little bit misleading. But look, like, they're basically doing no damage over here. Whiskey and chocolate.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you and your family.
Ian!
Thank you for a great year of video entertainment and overall enjoyment. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you, Ian. And let me tell you, I was really happy when you came into town and that we arranged a lunch. That was really, really, really nice. Wow, that is incredibly kind. Thank you very much. Hope everything's going well with your kid at uni, right? Okay. Advanced power systems. Is this a remake of Supreme Commander? No, I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying. And Ian, next time you come around, I've got this like box that I got from for EVE Online, and you're a big EVE Online player. If ever you're in town again and we do another lunch, I might have something to give you there. Okay, advanced power systems. I think this is probably pretty good in 1v1. I don't play 1v1s. I play a lot of brawls where I don't feel it's that useful. It's like, oh, well, both sides are going to meet slightly faster. Who cares? In this mode, I think it's incredibly useful because our wasps don't have super long range. We need them to close in quickly, and we really want them to hit those towers as quick as possible. So I think this is a good one for us. Mass-produced wasps does make them a lot cheaper, reduces their damage. I don't think I'm going to go for that in this mode. I don't think I need the wasp to be cheaper at all. So I think I'm going to do this. I could also just skip and get 50 bucks, which is a powerful move because you got to think this speed boost isn't $100, it's $150 effectively, right? So you've got to wait that. Wow, 13 wasps are being upgraded right now. This will spend all my money on wasp upgrades. Easily worth it. I still have to get them that shield upgrade, but yeah, easily worth it. So I don't know what my highest rank wasp is. Probably this 6. Yeah, we got a few 5s. 6. Yep. 4. Okay. Yeah, so their damage is going up substantially. Yeah, we're out of cash. You do have the ability, you can unlock a thing here, right here, to let you sell units. It costs you $100 to unlock, but then from then on, you can sell them. You do get full refund on this one, which is great. Whereas the thing where when a unit dies in this mode, I think you get half of it back as a refund. We have lost all of our frontlining little baby units here, which is a little unfortunate, and we're probably going to lose these crawlers as well. It'll probably be worth putting more crawlers in. Especially versus missiles, because we want the missiles to shoot down and hit the crawlers rather than shoot up and hit the wasps, which would be very poor for us. Marksmen do get obliterated by Stormcallers. These are level 1 Stormcallers just doing a huge number on a level 8 Marksman. Another reason that we want the crawlers is to maybe do that. And yeah, picking those mass-produced after you've already been punch feels bad. Yeah, you get a discount, but you're weakening all the ones you've already got. I still don't think I'd get it, even if it was like round 1 in this mode. I mean, maybe if you got that and you also got the extra deployment slots. We haven't taken any damage yet, which is really nice. But we can still just lose in a single round. Okay, I think we're going to pick up Overlords here. Overlords are one of the most enjoyable feel-good units. I feel like there's a lot of situations where Overlords are a noob trap. And okay, we don't really need their splash damage part, but they will help deal with the Wraith Wave if we get it. Whereas none of these other units will. Although, interesting, we could pick the Sandworm and give it the anti-air upgrade so that it could actually hit the air. It's rank 8. It's going to be super tough. Fortress has an upgrade where it can shoot air stuff, but it's spread, which isn't going to help against the Wraith things. And yeah, the Overlords could spawn more Wasp, which is kind of nice. It's not a huge deal, but I think we take this. We put you in a safe-ish position. Something like this. Let's see. Plan 1 is going to still be upgrade all of our existing Wasps. Plan 2, since we got this, check any Wasps that are on the cusp of being eliminated, and we want to save them. 900 bucks left. Okay, this isn't actually a wave where I'm too concerned about putting down some crawlers. I'm wondering if this is the wave to give our Wasp the energy shield. I think it is. It will cause them to survive the hit from the marksman, although they'll get EMP'd afterwards, but they will survive it. Phoenixes are just flying marksmen, basically, so same thing. So it'll save them from being one-shot from those. Not that they attack that quickly, they don't kill that many wasps, but it still sort of really screws with them. And, you know, doubles their hit points against other things. And yeah, then we don't have enough money for our +1s, unfortunately. Okay, you can see the little blue bar of their shields over there. So it does take them a lot longer to die. Which reduces the chance that we lose them, increases the chance to survive long enough to get even more XP. This thing is still tanky AF, although there's big hits coming over. We'll lose this, but as soon as it goes down, look, we fritz, and then it goes away. I think it might be like a half second of fritzing. I don't know what it is, because each upgrade to this reduces the paralyzed time by 2 seconds. I'm thinking the normal paralyzed time is just like 10 seconds, but then they make it so there's still like a token paralysis effect. I mean, great stuff here, but nothing I'm interested in this particular run. 14 wasps are being upgraded. We do have some money to spare. This is going to be, I'm going to double tap the attack enhancement. I could double tap the shield one as well, like the hit point one. How about I just give this mothership the wasp spawn? Oh, these experimental hackers have an anti-air thing. So they can actually mind control the air. You know what then? I'm just going to put in some little chaff here. You know what, let me do it this way so I can get the spacing right. We'll do that, and then that. They're just going to take a bunch of hits, basically for nothing. That's fine. Extra shield makes the melting points have charge up for longer. It's such a little difference here for the melting point. Such little difference. All right, I got $100 left over. I guess I will do this. I could save this. I don't think that matters. We'll go for it. Whether I go to level 3, I don't know. But yeah, these wasps are just doing so much damage. I think we're at the point where, like, this level 7 wasp, I don't know how many hit points this tower has by default. 3,400. So almost, but not quite. Oh yeah, there. Level 7 wasps. Oh, and I forget, and plus 200%. So not even the level 7 wasp, probably level 5s, maybe the level 4s. A single wasp might be able to one-shot a tower now, which is great. These experimental hackers are trying to mind control the tower. I mean, they do damage to it instead of mind controlling, but there we go. The swarm is alive. There we go, we lost the tower, but it costs us nothing. Now, if this tower goes down, which can happen with a flank, then it could be annoying. So we might level up this tower as well. Okay, no flank right now. That's great. No. Okay, the photon emission is kind of cool, because it's a buff you put down and does cover all the units. But I think we can do more things with the money. It's tempting, but I'm going to skip. Again, I'm going to upgrade all the wasps that can be upgraded. I'm going to check to see if anyone's about to die. The answer to that is no. So we can pick and choose what we do with the intensive training, or I could just save it to not put it on cooldown. That seems like a terrible idea. I'm thinking about upgrading one of the overlords. Because yeah, you're going to rank up to level 9 pretty quickly. Or just get a few more little frontliners to soak random bullshit over here. Or just get a couple more wasps. Actually, we can fit a couple more here on the flank too. I've convinced myself I'm going to do this. That's so. Yeah, we can upgrade the overlords to create wasps. They don't do much. They're going to create a total of 12 each. Slowly over the course of a long battle. We will probably give them that, because what it does, it lets them generate a little bit more cover. But I don't think I'm going to invest in enough overlords to really justify investing a ton over here. It's mostly going to be a reaction to if we see experimental wraiths, we're probably going to rip out the... Why don't you have a range enhancement? Maybe I took it off for this mode? I usually run with the range enhancement. Ooh, okay. Well, we'll see what happens. What I could do is I could drop the intensive training on something just to start the cooldown. For example, I might want to do this because it's unlikely this thing's going to level up. I'm not going to do the upgrade right now, the promote, because I don't have the money. I mean, I could take out a loan, but I'm not going to do that. And then it's ready to go, and it, you know, cycles the cooldown. It might put it on cooldown in an awkward time if I need it for something else, but honestly, I think our wasps are pretty much going to wreck everything here, and none of them are going to come to the point of almost dying. Overlord spawning wasps with thematic. I mean, it's pretty cool. Yeah, a little bit of crawlers trying to pick away at this tower, which isn't going to happen. Oh, we almost lost that Overlord. Oh, we might still. Yeah, we lost that one. They don't have a lot of durability. I don't think that's the one I clicked the promote on. I kind of wish there was an option to auto-click the speed up for you. Like, I never not want to speed up the battle. I mean, if it had 4,000 hit points, it would have died right now. Okay, we are going to round 18 for this particular challenge. Okay, War Factory can do some completely crazy, degenerate bullshit. It's only 250. I don't know if it's going to do anything for us in this mode, other than be a drain on resources. Never seen a War Factory's reinforcement. Survival is whack. You can get it in Brawl mode as well. I mean, War Factory and give it the, like, upgrade it to spit out all units. Becomes a decent delaying tactic. We put the War Factory kind of super far back. Just get it to spit out units as sort of back cover over here. Buying time against things. How do I feel about that? I guess maybe? Demand degenerate bullshit. And yeah, I think it's, I'm going to put it as far back as possible. They do have an attack. I don't know, maybe here? I'm just thinking about giving them a range upgrade first so that they can start to harvest a little bit of personal XP. I don't actually need them to spawn anything right now. Okay, I'm going to do this to increase the chance to generate some XP. And yeah, I can't promote all of my wasps. Now, I am going to... Oh, you don't have a promotion. See, this is sort of what I was a little bit worried about. Maybe we can put some frontliners just to make sure this survives a bit more.
It's whiskey and chocolate!
Thanks for years of great content. Happy holidays to you and the whole family. Smiley face.
Smiley face! Thank you very much, Kentos! Okay, I'm going to put out 2 unpromoted wasps over here to provide a little bit more frontage. I'm going to do something a little bit weird. I'm going to mass recruitment. I'm just going to pick up some crawlers and put them, like, back here so that they sort of... Second line of a little bit of chaff. Actually, maybe I'll put the mothership. So we're not upgrading any wasps here, which might, in fact, be a mistake. But we're gonna see. Kentos, that is much appreciated. I don't like that I'm not promoting the wasps, but I think this might be okay. And War Factories actually cost you money every turn, every round. Which is why I wasn't sure about picking them up. You can see the wasp strategy works, right? Like, if it turns out we lose at this point, I might be like, you know what? We should have just bought the cheapest, not invested in anything other than more wasps. There's an upgrade to reduce the War Factory upkeep, but I think that's a terrible idea. Because that makes all your other upgrades more expensive, and you want the other upgrades to make the War Factories worthwhile in the first place. There, this thing's going to one-shot this tower. Oh, it didn't one-shot it! Damn. There you go. Save the durability point on the War Factory. Good, okay. I get a second intensive training. Efficient tech resource, again, this effectively is costing us 150 bucks. I'd have to do 3 tech upgrades just to break even, which not at this point, no. I'll get a second intensive training. Okay. Spicy Korean fried chicken. Thank you very much. Oh, this is going to be great to share with the family, too. We got Rhino in the house right now. Rhinoceros Maximus. I don't know if he's had that before. Thank you. Wait, who was that? Oh, why am I not logged into TreatStream? Well, that's not going to make my life any easier. There you go. It's Parduke! Merry Christmas, MFers. Also, watch Die Hard. Actually, it's sort of hiding. I think there's a word I can't quite see behind that, but we should watch Die Hard. It's, of course, a Christmas movie. Okay. These guys don't have armor protection, which is great. They're going to do the super photon coating, which reduces the damage they take by 50%. But to my wasp, that's less problematic than them having flat armor. I still don't have enough money to upgrade all my wasps, which is crazy. I'm going to upgrade this one because he's lost some durability. I don't know if it's worth investing the intensive training on those. Even though these aren't wasps, is it worth upgrading them? No, I'm going to say no. Now, there's some funny math going on. When you promote, it increases their attacks and stuff by, like, I think a flat value. I think it's effectively increasing their attack and health by 50% of their level 1 value. So the first time you upgrade them, it's a 50% boost. The second time you upgrade them is, what, 33% boost, and so on and so forth? Like, it's adding the same flat amount every time. But in one way, upgrading the lowest level ones gives you sort of mathematically the biggest bang for your buck. But I think that's not what we're looking for here. I might not promote the level 8s right now, just because then they can't promote any further, whereas these guys here, if I promote them, then they can keep earning XP. Pick and choose a little bit. Maybe it's 100% a level. I don't think so. And I know different units have slightly different upgrade math. So I have 2 of these intensive trainings, but we're not going to use them right now. Which is a little crazy. This is a dangerous enough wave that I'm wondering if I should go and drop a sentry missile. Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to drop a sentry missile on this group of crawlers. They're not actually a threat, but I want to make sure that or this one. The idea is I want to make sure that my wasps target these wraiths as quickly as possible. Yeah, I mean, I can drop a training on this overlord, but it might die, and if it doesn't die, it's probably going to level up on its own. And I don't have the money for it. I could take out a loan. It might be worth dropping an intensive training on this and taking out a loan to do it. Or take out a loan and upgrade more of the wasps. I don't know that the overlords are going to be the key to our strat in this game. Honestly, I'm not sure that it's worth investing in them. I take out a loan and upgrade this. I'm just hoping we do enough damage before this becomes a problem, which might be crazy. Because I could only upgrade it once anyway, which isn't going to make a huge difference. The big question is, do I think I'm going to take enough damage to die? And the answer is, well, maybe. I don't think a tower upgrade is worth it for a loan. To drop the paralysis time from 10 seconds to 8. I think if being paralyzed for 10 seconds is going to kill me, I suspect being paralyzed for 8 seconds is also going to kill me. Yeah, the Wraith Auras suck. This is definitely our most dangerous wave. I could tower upgrade for a range boost for 1 round. I'm seriously wondering if I said tower upgrade. I meant take out a loan for a range boost for 1 round. I mean, I guess I could take out a loan to do the range boost and 1 level tower upgrade. Yeah, maybe I will. Because an extra 15 range does a lot for the wasps. And then we can do this. Because I couldn't do 2 because it's 150 for the next one. All right. If we can survive this one, we'll be in pretty good shape. Actually, the other thing I should have done by now is I should have gotten the mobile beacon. Okay, but we've gone and trashed that. Okay, good. You're heading this way. That's great. I mean, these are only level 1 crawlers. They don't do tons of damage, but they will hit that second tower quite quickly. Okay, that tower just went down. Okay, this one does. So this is... Yeah. As long as we don't take lethal damage, we're going to be okay. But here's the thing. I think we would have been better off without the war factories and just upgrading. I should have just done the plan. The plan is all wasps all the time. Yeah, we lose. The plan is all wasps all the time. And we diverged a lot from that. We got the overlords, we upgraded the overlords. We got the war factories, we upgraded the war factories. The thing with the unit cards I do is I just pick the cheapest one all the time and invest all the money into wasps, and that's how we win the mode. But I can show you as the final comp last time, although I did end up with a few overlords last time. If you go to the replays of this one over here, and then skip to the final round. I tried to be too entertaining instead of just being boring. Should have just been boring. Okay, this will go away in a second. There we go. So you can see here, like, my comp is all wasps. And I mean, there's a few other things that I just picked up for free. I did have the overlords with the wasp generation for some extra noise, but they didn't matter. It was just lots of wasps. Push, push, push. Not upgrading my wasps, like basically 2 rounds in a row. We didn't do full upgrades on our wasps. I think may have been what would kill us here. I just try to fast forward. I fast forward to the... No, just start of the round. You'll see it'll tear through all this. This is the round 18 for the victory. And yeah, level 9 wasps, level 8, level 8, level 9. This is level... Yeah. Yeah. As the Wraith Wave in this one, obliterated. I just crushed it. You can see here there's going to be... These are non-experimental wraiths, but they do have the aura field. They do have the armor. It's not going to matter. Like, it just melts. Yeah, this tower was upgraded just one time. That one did have the full upgrade. Actually, I wonder if what we should have done is just invested in a bunch of sentry missiles for that round, just to make sure to clear all the chaff so that we could focus the wraiths that much faster. But anyway, that's it. Anyway, if you want to beat the survival mode and the high difficulties, wraith spam is the way to do it. Or, sorry, wasp spam is definitely the way to do it. You'll get there. So yeah, it starts like normal. You just have to survive 9 rounds. Then 12, then 12. 15, 15, 18, 18... with more stuff. You get more hit points and stuff. Again, this is not the way that this game normally plays. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Overlords. I think the Overlords are probably okay, especially in there. I think the War Factories are bad. If I'm going to take... I think the thing to do with the War Factories would have been buy them for $250, then buy the thing that lets me sell units, sell the Overlords for 100% of their price, which I think is the $800? Maybe? I'm not sure. And we would have turned a big profit, and then I should have just drop that money into something else, possibly getting us up to 4 or 5 overlords, and then it's worth justifying the upgrades, especially since we already had the wasp spawner on them. Get a few more in there. I think they just spawn level 1 wasps. They do get all the tech upgrades, but I think they're tier 1, which is only kind of middlingly good. Anyway, we're gonna do that. We're gonna switch over to Brotato, which I've never played before, and I'm quite curious about, because I like those survival sort of auto shooty games. I kind of wish I was, I know it's not exactly an auto shooty, but it sort of is. I wish that I was better at something like Binding of Isaac. Because to me, these survival games are basically Binding of Isaac, but all I have to do is worry about the click to move. And that's basically it. Let's see, I just got to change the game to Brotato here and on YouTube as well. Good music. I suspect it might be a little loud. I picked it up, I think it was $3 today on a slight sale, but even without a sale, it's still pretty cheap. I've not played Hollow Cure. Yeah, that's definitely... do something like that. Screen shake. We'll play. If the screen shake becomes annoying for people, we can turn that off. Optimize end of waves. I wonder what that means. I don't know. We're just gonna leave it on the default. All right. You can turn on enemy shots or highlight enemy shots. Oh, that would be good. Is that here? It's under gameplay. Yeah, making enemy bullets more obvious is good. Character highlight, weapon highlight, projectile highlighting. Tell you what, we'll run it as is, but I suspect I'll probably turn these on to be able to better spot things. HWR, thank you very much for the gift subs. All right, first time playing this. Tell you what, we'll play the well-rounded Brotato. Maybe just a random starting weapon, or I just picked the first one. This is a knife. No modifiers. So, do I actually have to get up and stab them for this? Oh, yeah, okay. Or is it's a sort of very short-range toss. Okay. We're picking up green cubes. Is it Soylent Green? What is this green stuff? Oh, it's not always a cube. I'm assuming this is going to be currency for upgrades or XP. Oh, it does the exact same mechanic as the bio one that I can't remember the name of, which I think this came first. I don't know. So this is banked for the next round. All right, level up. So I just get to pick one of these, and I can re-roll with my currency. Attack speed, dodge, luck, HP. Well, I mean, attack speed is clearly going to be a lot more damage, but I'm wondering if, like, investing in luck, which presumably gives you better drops and stuff, if you invest in it early, it might be super good. I don't know. Tell you what, we'll get one luck. Oh, here we go. 0% more chance of finding items or consumables when you kill enemies. Increased rarity of... Yeah, see, we'll take an early luck upgrade. Okay, then we got currency spend. Is this modifying my knife or giving me double knife? Knife precise. This is exactly the same. I don't know if it makes sense to get more copies of the same one, or if there's merging. There might be merging like there is in, say, Vampire Survivors or all kinds of different things. In which case you want the combo. You always play with the controller and every relays can hover over to tooltips. And see, I read things sometimes. It happens. We're not doing elemental damage right now. We could lost duck. -8 range? That seems terrible. That's not what I want. Especially for only 6% extra damage? Seems terrible bad. Unless you go full melee all the time. Get rid of precise. Oh wait, am I going to rank up? Does this just give me a level 2 knife? I kind of almost have to for science. Times 2 to combine. Okay, if I do this... Okay. So it's giving me oh, this is a tag bonus. I have 2 copies of precise items, so it's giving me 3% more crit chance. So it's not 2 knives, it's 2 precise. So if I got sharp tooth, that would also count and maybe bring it up. I can combine these knives together. I suppose I don't have to yet because I still have weapon slots, but presumably I'm going to want to combine these knives together to increase their damage or something like that. 2 weapons at the same level can be joined to single weapon of a higher level, or you just have 2. Okay, so if I get this, then I have precise 3. Okay. And yeah, I'll probably want to merge these later. I could lock, I could reroll and maybe still afford something, but I think I'll save my money. Okay. I've got all the knives! I'm the knife Tato. Yeah, I can already tell I'm going to sink a ton of freaking time into this. So I'm assuming so far that everything I'm picking up is just different amounts, or possibly even just cosmetically different ways to show those green coins. There's a money tree. Oh, bumped into it. I got... Okay, something happened. Cool. Landmines. A landmine spawns every 12 seconds, dealing 10 plus 100% of engineering. Increase the power of your structures. Ooh. We get turrets? I could recycle it for presumably this, but I see no reason not to grab this right now since I do have plenty of room. I do like range. Oh, that's range damage. Although I like range damage. I just think it's just more range, but I mean, if armor just flat out reduces, oh, it's percentage based. Although one armor might do more than 1%. We could take it for science to see how this works. Is this just gonna add 1 elemental damage to all my attacks, or is it just gonna boost the damage of elemental damage that I do as is? Because currently I'm not doing any. I mean, I'm assuming the knives count as range, so maybe I should just take range damage. I don't know. I guess this will also tell us if it's a flat or percentage based thing. Yeah, just 1 additional flat damage. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so I don't have enough money for this, although potentially I could with recycle. Limited 0 of 2. Burning activates 20% faster. Okay, if I was doing a bunch of burn. Minus 10 range. This seems terrible. Lose lifesteal for regen. I mean, I don't have any of it. We can get more precise. And stack more crit. It's got bounce and shit, too. And it bounces on a crit. So high crit with shuriken seems pretty good. Okay, I was misinterpreting the range numbers. Minus 10 range is not that big of a number. Because the knives have 150 range. And it doesn't even cover the whole screen. Okay. Knives are not ranged and not elemental. Do they need the range keyword? So even though they have... Oh, it says range 150 melee. Range 150 melee. Range 350 ranged. Okay. So these don't count as range damage. The shurikens do. Okay, let's get a knife. Or let's get a gun. I wonder if I should lock this. Nah, I'll just go. Okay, so we have the item here. So the item doesn't count. It's not, the landmines aren't a weapon. Again, I can still do a merge here, which we probably will maybe next time. But for now, having the extra precise trait seems good. Weapon says what damage modifier they use. Oh, it's got the little sword icon for melee damage as well. Versus... That's interesting. So even though the shuriken is ranged... Right, this says 150 melee. This says 350 ranged. But it still has the little sword that is melee damage based. As opposed to this one, which is range damage based. Although it's out, I guess it's only adding 25% of my melee bonus. I guess because we're still throwing them. Shuriken's a bit special in that regard. Okay, I'm already enjoying the game. What? Oh, that's my landmine. Oh, it doesn't spawn where I am. Okay. This is nice that none of the money pickups are lost. In a sense. It just delays, because on future rounds, then you get like double the value as you pick up. Which is something I always like in the other one. There's my landmines. I wonder if I can run over them. It looks like I trigger them when I run over them. Or maybe it was the round completion. Okay, so leveling up is what gives me these upgrades here. So, I could get forearms for all my knives. Or I could just get range, because shooting enemies that are further away is pretty good. This is a 10% increase to the range of my knives. It means a lot less with the shurikens and the gun, but it's a lot with the knives. I mean, if I'm going to take the melee damage or more range damage, then at a certain point, I want to maybe hyper-focus on that type of thing. More range with melee makes melee slower. It's longer travel time. Oh! Because it has to come back again. Melee weapons have a travel time must have, so range makes them slower. Yeah, some amount of backseating here is good, especially like clarifying the mechanics. Like telling me which one to pick would be boring, but telling me which ones work how, that's great. Maybe I'll take the forearms. It's not much slower, but yeah. Ooh, okay. This is a, I guess, rare. For more crit chance, love it. This is 10% more damage, period. I mean, yeah, we lose some attack speed. But 10% more damage is more than 4% lost attack speed. We can get another sharp tooth. I don't know if there's a limit on items. It doesn't seem to be the same way, so stacking these are good. I wonder if that's worth getting. How much money do I have? I could get this and I could get a second sharp tooth. Which also benefits from my increased melee damage. What's melee plus... Oh, lifesteal. Oh. Some items were... Yeah, we did see one of those. So presumably I could get unlimited copies of missiles if I wanted to. Now, for all I know, taking any attack speed hit is bad. Every game's got slightly different, like, sort of metas and combinations that benefit. Well, that guy did take a couple of hits. Because part of it is, like, extra damage is wasted if you're already sort of overkilling an enemy, right? In which case, attack speed is a lot better. I can't tell if the knives are, like, penetrating or if they just hit the first enemy or what. Ooh, I took damage.
Because I can tee.
Ooh, what? Godfather, thank you! I didn't quite catch the message, and I'm sorry I can't read it right now. Teeth 2. Do I have Teeth 1? Harvesting. Qua? You earn 12 materials and XP at the end of a wave. Increases by 5% every time it activates until wave 20. Then decreases by 20% instead. So if I took hands 2, I'd get 20 material and XP at the end of each wave. I'm just thinking about stacking more crit chance. It's free cash at the end of the round. I mean, the sooner you get stuff like that, the better, because it you know, it compounds. Yeah, early harvest is good, yeah. It goes up over time. Doesn't go down until after wave 20. I mean, maybe it is worth doing this. It's greedy, but let's do it. All right. Defective steroids. Lose more attack speed. Although more melee damage. And HP. And yeah, -8 range is nothing. And arguably makes my melee weapons faster. More tree spawn. I mean, trees seem pretty good. It doesn't specify how many more. F it, let's do it. Let's go. Oh, you can see the cooldown on it. Right, but the cooldown isn't the same with the knives, is it? Because it's like the animation of the attack? Although maybe we would get a cooldown update at the same time with the range. Okay, so I definitely want the crate, because that's going to be an extra item, yeah? There it is. Or free level up, maybe. Which, yeah, there's an extra crate you can get. Getting a little bit boxed in! Oh, get the tree, get the tree! Oh, not sure how much that landmine did. Pick up that grody stuff. Oh, another tree! Dang it! Missed it. Item found. I mean, I don't have any lifesteal right now. So maybe I should take it, or I could recycle it. Usually in these games, lifesteal is insanely good. But screw it, let's do this. Attack speed. Okay, so these are just rank 1 versions. So I'll probably want to grab one of the rank 2s. I'm not doing engineering stuff, so yeah, reflex for attack speed seems really good. Don't take damage from the line. That's what I thought. Frigate, melee damage. I can get another knife. Okay. I don't think this is going to be the way it works, but I'm going to combine the sharp teeth together. Opening an extra slot. And then probably it's just going to combine 2 knives together. Leave me with a level 2 knife and a level 1 knife. Which I might not want to do, just because I might want more of the precise perks for now. Burning spreads, well, we don't really do burning right now. Range damage knockback, life steal, which I've got -1. We could recuperate it. This might be worth a reroll. Wait, will auto combine? What do you mean it'll auto combine? Like if I try to buy another weapon and I'm full, or? Spear too primitive, Well, it's more melee. With big range. If you buy another knife, it'll auto combine. So presumably, if I tried to buy the spear now, it wouldn't. So I'll do that. And then buy you. Alien Tongue. Pickup range is really good, actually, in a lot of these games. Coffee seems pretty good, too. Oh, I could have bought the knife without making room for it. Right, okay. I see. Yep. Roger, roger. Skirmish! Thank you very much! Over on the UbTubs. Not used to the idea of the tips and super thanks and stuff on YouTube because we don't... No, we've only just started streaming on it. But I think it's nice. Okay, yeah, I like this game. I don't know how many hours I've got in, you know, Vampire Survivors or the biogenetic one. Hello, tree. Achievement. Collect 300 materials. Alright. Don't let me in this corner. It's definitely doing the Isaac thing of, like, adding a bunch of decor to my character, which is fun. Reflex is 3. Cool. Now, is this replacing previous ones? We're just constantly stacking it. Right, yeah, well, it definitely went 3 plus 15. That's amazing. Support elemental. I like that it's rare, but we're not stacking any of this shit yet. It might be worth getting another scar. Is what I'm thinking. And then re-rolling, maybe. Killing a tree spawns a turret. Armor. If armor is flat damage... No, it's percentage. I'm not going to go fertilizer. Okay, you know what? I'm going to click on this because I want to see... Okay, 2 points of armor equals 12% less damage. Okay, so it's not a 1-to-1. Feel like this isn't necessarily worthwhile. No, this seems pretty cool. I might lock it and consider buying it. We're not really stacking engineering stuff. Although, it would make my mines do more damage. And I love turrets. I mean, where's my Heimerdinger build here? Thank you for the level up. I thought I was going to take damage and all that, but I did not. Oh, tree, 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 tree. Oh, no, there's some damage. Although I regened it pretty quick, or something else happened. I'm used to thinking in these games, like, damage is a much bigger deal. Because usually it's like, you have 3 hit points, and you don't regenerate them. Hungry, pick up 20 consumables during a run. Back 3. Okay, well, dodge seems good. There are a lot of really good choices here. I think I should forearms. Or, you know what, maybe we just crit, because it'll work even on my non-melee shit. A lot of harvesting. I'm gonna take the crit. Okay, so there's that. Blood donation. Plus 40 harvesting, you take 1 damage per second. Does not give invulnerability time. Okay, I don't have enough regen to counter that. So no. Although, how long is a wave? I don't know if I can do this one. This seems insanely good. Okay, you know what? We'll try the tree. Yeah, 6 damage was a lot. Maybe I should have done that. You know what? I actually don't mind losing the armor here. We're going to keep stacking crit. So the pickup range... I don't know if I need more pickup range. Knockback's pretty cool. F it. Let's go. 10 regen is 1 per second. Okay. So, I mean, if we got the 10 regen, we'd counter this completely. And we don't need to counter it completely to not die. Knockback 4. Knockback 17. Yeah, I don't know. And that's presumably with the values we've added. And I'm assuming the range number of knockback and this knockback is different, but maybe it's all like pixels effectively, or, you know, probably some sort of world coordinate, but it could be that 4 knockback is not visible. Can we get... I don't think we were having projectiles before. I think these are the first projectile enemies. I might be wrong. I may have been autopiloting, dodging them, but these guys are definitely tougher. They're taking multiple hits. And occasionally shoot. That's okay. I have the reflexes of a geriatric cow on a sedative. But I'm sure I'll be fine. Ah, there's my little turrets! So I've been walking through the trees as if they were a pickup, but I guess they're just something you attack when you get close. Those turrets don't seem to have much in the way of range. Ah! Okay, thought I died there. So I took a hit. Armor and life drain, that does sound good, yeah. You know, I'm going for more regen. I don't know. You know, we gotta kill things. Trees die in 1 hit. +1 engineering. Hand. Not much damage, but it adds harvesting, which is interesting. But I don't think I can merge any of my stuff right now. I think I'm just going to re-roll this one. I mean, I guess I could afford a luck hit. I guess, okay, the thing is the trees go down really fast. But we are generating more trees, and we benefit from killing them. Maybe I'm misinterpreting how quickly they die. F it. Let's get the lumberjack shirt. I'm a lumberjack, I'm okay. I think I'm going to re-roll this. Although, if we generate enough turrets, the engineering will be nice. It's cheap. You know what? Let's get that. Now we'll reroll. Hey! Knife! Level 2 knife! So this is going to merge into this and presumably make a level 3? Aha! I see you've played Knifey Spoony before. We'll take the detective steroids for more melee damage. I think I'll save the money now. I am liking this game. What did I just pick up? It looked like a white and green, like, heart. Like an actual anatomical heart. It said this +1. Maybe it was just something else that's worth money, but... What I need is little arrows that point when there's a tree that spawned off map. Yeah, like that. When I play Vampire Survivors, I always like take the item that increases the pickup range. One of the ones that I do. Oh, I missed a tree. One of the ones I do almost all the time. All right, more dodge, more speed. Although if I've got the dodge, but don't need the speed, I don't know. Ooh, speed's really good in these games. I think we could use a little more of that. +4 engineering. I mean, we're using it more, but what about just more attack speed? It's still our primary. Ghost Axe, an ethereal. It is melee. That's a different gun. Another knife, which I can do this, merge you to level 2. That seems pretty good. At a certain point, I might be like, I'm going to get rid of one of these things. But none of these are rares or higher level. Snowball, unique. +1 elemental damage every time you get an item that increases elemental damage. 15% piercing damage. Can't go above base damage. Piercing damage? Is that another damage type, or is it an interaction with other things? I don't see pierce anywhere here. This almost certainly is a those are secondary states. Check the gun for piercing. I don't see it. Oh, secondary stats page. Okay. Piercing. Oh, there's no tooltip for this. Oh, no! I mean, when I think of a pierce, I think of weapons that can go through one enemy and then hit a second one behind it. Maybe for reduced damage? Piercing does what its name suggests. But what's my piercing chance? Or is the pierce damage the same as piercing chance? Piercing damage. Okay, I think I need piercing for my weapons to penetrate. Presumably this adds piercing to everything, and some weapons probably have built-in piercing. Pierce is flat value. Guns pierce for 60% of damage. Do they? Maybe other guns? Maybe not the revolver? Yes, that's a revolver, not a gun. No, it's clearly a gun. It's clearly a gun. It says gun, and I know what a revolver is. So are you saying there's another gun just called gun? That's not confusing at all. Pistol has pierce. Okay, thank you. Right, we did see the pistol come through. So I'm thinking the pumpkin might be great, but not right now. Lose an HP, but you know, I don't have anything that's synergizing with crit. I don't know if there's a way to boost crit damage. But, I thought something here had a bonus thing on crit. Well, Sharp Tooth does give me lifesteal if something happens. I'm just thinking the Claw Tree. Oh, Scavenger. Get different tier 1 items. Okay. Oh, hey! Level 3 Shuriken. Although, I probably can't buy it. There's a laser gun, which has piercing 1, with minus 25% damage. Okay, now I see it. So, yeah. And this still scales with melee damage. I propose I sell the revolver and pick up the level 3 Shuriken. And then maybe another tree. Or I could just dump the old G Shuriken and just do the upgrade. But this opens up the possibility of doing some more level ups. Gun, nut gun. I'm going to recycle this. We're going to take that. We're going to spawn more trees. Do I have consumables? Have I seen something that is a consumable for health? My instinct is no. So the alien worm fruit is consumable. The green bulbs on the ground you can pick up. Oh, the green cacti! Oh, okay. Consumable heal, I guess, is just base right now because we have a 0 here. So it heals for whatever it's supposed to heal by itself. This will make it heal less, but give me more regen. And HP. Screw it, who doesn't love an alien worm? Ooh. There we go. I guess we can lock the knife. Now, we'd have to get 2, and then it's kind of awkward. I don't know if it's worth locking the level 1 knife, because it's actually going to be pretty difficult. I think we're just looking for a level 2 knife. Can you go up to level 4 weapons? Because I think someone said traits go up to level 4. Heals like 6, so that's quite good. Yeah, try to get weapons with matching synergy. We have... Oh yeah, we don't have primitive. That's true. No, that's not true. We have primitive. So we have... Everything we have is precise, except for the spear, which is primitive, which it does share with the sharp tooth. And now maybe we could decide to drop one of these others for even more synergy, but we're pretty good. Presumably this is a weapon, yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna go like this. Tier 4's top. Yeah, not worth locking 1 at this point. That's exactly what I was thinking. Didn't feel great. This feels insane and I love it. Okay, that's a level up there. Okay, I thought I'd picked up something. That's just a generic you just leveled. So this thing here, that's a health. So I've been picking them up thinking it's money, but what I should do is leave them until I take damage and then go and scoop them up. Is it also worth cash? Like, maybe I should just pick them up regardless. Where are the trees? I have extra tree spawns. They're not worth money. Okay. So, yeah, if I can, I'm sure I'm going to pick up tons accidentally. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I thought I walked over this and it didn't get picked up. I was going to say, maybe it can't be picked up if you're full health. Which would be nice. Oh, see, some damage there. Ooh, took some more. Okay, took a lot more. All right. That's what happens when I'm looking at other bits of the screen. There we go. I'm assuming I full healed between levels. But it doesn't have to be that way. Laser turret item. Spawns a turret that shoots... Yeah. Okay, let's take that. At some point, we might want to invest in more engineering. Because we're apparently stacking a little bit of that. But I still feel that just attack speed's probably better. I'm gonna take the crit. It works with everything. Cyberball. 25% chance to deal 1 damage to a random enemy when an enemy dies. I feel like that's... I mean... Okay, it's not much at this point in the game. But a lot of enemies die quite quickly. And occasionally it might make the difference between an enemy surviving with 1 HP and not. Thinking about the black belt. Yeah, it kills my luck, but it's not bad. All roads lead to black belt. The ball scales with luck. Oh, it's got the little thingy here. Yeah, okay. So if I do stack a bunch more luck, this triggers... Maybe it doesn't trigger more often, but maybe it deals more damage as the luck goes up. So it's 25% of my luck. Right, that's what it is. So it's doing 1 damage because it's 25% of this. If I stack more luck, the cyber ball would be crazier. Or I just don't do that. Take the black belt. Because we are primarily dealing melee damage. Everything we've got is melee damage. Except the sharp tooth does have some lifesteal, potentially, which we have negative amounts of right now. Belt seems amazing. You're all... Yeah, I like it. I might do a reroll. This would start adding burning, which we don't have any elemental damage. I'm just going to reroll. Knife 3. Now, the sword is melee, but it's blade and medieval, which we have none. I don't have enough money for it anyway. Although, I could recycle this shuriken, which would lose a stack of precise, to get the sword, which admittedly does tons of damage. 20% of your materials at the start of waves. Oh, if I save, if I don't spend. I could reroll, but I'm thinking I might not. Roll to min to lock. Huh? You're saying I could re-roll just to see if we can... Oh, roll to minimum to look for things. Okay. Here's a question. If I have an item locked and I re-roll, does it still keep the locked item? Alternatively, we take the piggy bank and then don't roll. Stops working at wave 20. We're halfway. And then encourages not spending. No, I do like the idea of rolling. Well, there's another precise. It's precise and elemental. It's not melee. The wrench is a tool, which we don't have, and it's melee. Spawns turrets. Ice cube. Elemental. Oh, incendiary turret. We're not stacking tons of engineering, but we've got some incentive to do it, and it's not a weapon slot. I'm going to buy you. Skizzers. It's a precise. Precise melee damage. I'm wondering if we sell... I mean, actually, I could do it now. I could sell the shuriken, pick up the scissors. We'd still have 5 stacks of precise. They have a lot of lifesteal. I don't know, like... Lifesteal 40%. Do they just steal 40% of the damage they deal? They heal me for that much? So they'd be healing for about 10 per? I don't know what this display is. Is 10... Is 10 the base and it's currently doing 20 because it's getting 80% of 12? That's what I'm thinking. Yes? No. Oh, good. We're getting conflict. He's got the lifesteal. Oh, it's just a percentage chance, maybe. So is it a 44% chance Like, the scissors have a 44% chance to heal 1 HP, which would certainly be a lot more balanced than what I was thinking. That still seems pretty good. F it. I'm going to sell the level 1 shuriken. Pick up that. Ooh, they've got... Oh, they're tough! They're tough! Where are my trees at? I guess with enough range, some of the trees are being killed without me quite noticing them. Possibly even off screen. Is it after level 20 or wave 20 that those items start to drop off? Surely it must be after wave 20. But all of a sudden I'm not 100% sure. I want that box! What's in the box? There we go. Wave 20, yeah. Like, it must be. That was the only thing that made sense. Like, oh, we're gonna punish you for leveling up. They just want to make it so you don't have infinite sustain, I think. I might recycle this one. We're not doing elemental damage, and I don't want to lose dodge. Attack speed! A rock! Armor dodge, lose some max HP. This might be okay. I don't think we're doing this, although... Level 3, which is nice, but no, I don't think so. Items auto-loot. Oh, the box I don't have to worry about? Cool, okay. I think I will get the leather vest. I'll look quite nice. Ooh, double-barreled shotgun. Sunglasses. I could keep stacking these turrets. Oh, box is healed, same as a fruit. Oh. Get it. This will be a lot of things that benefit if we do boost our engineering some more. Plus 3 damage at the end of a wave. Precise garden. Spawns a garden that creates a fruit every... This seems good, but I'm wondering if it's getting almost too late. Well, I don't know, maybe. More trees! I don't need a stick. Lock Spear 3 for sure. Okay. It's not... Ooh, Shuriken 2... I guess we could lock. It's awkward, though, because we need to buy 2 Shurikens, too. We'd have to clear up a space to fit 1 Shuriken 2, then buy the second one, and then they could merge. Maybe we just shop for Shuriken 3s directly. Bait. Plus 8% damage. Special enemies appear at the beginning of the next wave. I think I'll just stay with this. I'm seeing the time 2 from the crits, which are very satisfying. I wonder if you can get super crits. I've been playing Warframe a bunch lately. And if your crit chance is over 100%, then you're guaranteed a normal crit all the time, and then you start doing super crits, and then there's ultra super crits. They're just colored. I think it's like yellow, orange, red. That's the way it is, but... Ooh, what a charge move over there. That's rude. Where's my trees? There you go. Survivor 2, kill 2,000 or 1,000 enemies. 2,000 enemies. I mean, I know we're on the, like, we weren't able to add any modifiers to increase the difficulty. But, feeling pretty good so far. Okay. It's a lot of elemental damage, but we don't really do that. Maybe just some flat damage. Oh, that's a door. That's probably my food. You know what? I'm going to take the engineering. I think we're getting benefit a fair bit from this. I'm going to buy that and merge you immediately. Screw it. Vigilante ring. Reroll. So Spear 4 is the max, yeah? So there's sort of no reason to pick up more of these. Except that a 3 is better than a 2. Although we'd lose a precise, which I like. Structure attack speed. Oh. And movement speed? I think I'm going to lock the Wasp. Delved into the last epoch recently. Story is meh, to be honest. Crafting is fun. Necromancer, a little bit of... I mean, the story in all ARPGs is terrible, outside of Diablo 2 and Grim Dawn, in my opinion. Which, admittedly, does not represent the opinion of many people, but so be it. You can mouse over up and see how much damage it did. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, so this got reset, so we don't do this. So you can see the Sharp Tooth did very little damage. So did this knife. Oh, hold on. I have a knife 4 already. You know what? Knife 2 goes away. To be replaced by Spear 3, I think. Oh, shit! I don't have enough money. Oh, no. I was just trying to decide to lock it. Oh, god dang it. Whoopsie. Oh, well. Yeah, get my knife 2 back. Silver bullet sounds useful. Alright, well that sucks. Yes, I got Treat Stream. I don't think I'm going to be able to eat it while I play this. So Particle will just have to deal with it afterwards. Now, I believe A Kiss for Luck and Rhino are going to be playing some Stationeers today. Which, I really want to get back into Stationeers, but I definitely know my brain could not handle it right now. I'll probably just enjoy watching their stream while eating some Korean sweet and spicy chicken. Box. That little charge is very rude. Box. Although apparently I don't actually have to pick them up, but maybe they're worth credits at the same time, so it's still worth, you know, getting it ahead of the round. Yeah. Losing a knife 2 is not really impacting our damage too much this round, because one of the reasons I got rid of it is because it wasn't doing that much damage. Hedgehog. More melee damage and range. Lose HP regen. You know what? That's fine. Snake. We don't do burning. I'm going to recycle you. Metal of do everything. Lose some crit chance. I think that's fine. Forearms for melee damage. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Although luck is still tempting. Okay. I only buy 2 of these big ticket items. Keep that locked. I think I'm going to keep the boxing gloves around. Really get this lost duck. I think I may have wasted one. I think I could have picked up another one before, and I really should. Doopy 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 doop. You should check the stats on some of our turret generation cards to see how much damage they're doing. They're starting to feel pretty good. Lumberjack. Kill 50 trees. Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. You know what I think is helping with this gameplay too? That little bit of rummy eggnog, you know? Just gets you a little loosey-goosey for this. Oops. That's some damage I didn't need to take. Student, reach level 20! Hey! I'm going to be playing this all day. I can just tell. Not much money this round. Those are a lot of solid upgrades. I think I'm going to keep going with forearms, though. Ooh, butterscotch schnapps goes well with eggnog. That does sound good. Alright, I'm going to buy Clockwork Wasp. Boxing Glove. Lost Duck. Reroll. Lock you. What actually doesn't seem like a bad thing. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Free material is nice. I don't like losing speed. If this was earlier in the game, I think it might be worthwhile. I wonder how this shakes out. It feels generally positive. Bag will still easily pay for itself, you think? Really? I mean, 3 crates, it's basically broken even money-wise. It's still got the -1 speed penalty. All right, screw it. Let's do it. I don't stand still. I don't want the mushroom. I know I'm only rolling for 2 slots, but still. Shoot 6 alien eyes around you every 3 seconds, dealing 30 plus 50% of your max HP each round. I mean, free damage is good. Gentle alien, more enemies. This seems fine. Let's do it. Yeah, extra trees means extra crates. That's true. I mean, not every tree drops a crate. But we do get more than the average bear. What's the story here? Am I like Ascension Potato on an alien planet? Am I weirdly getting like Commander Keen vibes? Honestly, with all these trees dropping extra fruit, I'm not sure that I need my regen. I don't think we got any crates on this one. Oh, no, I did. All right. I don't want to lose luck. +4 armor. Well, you know what? Level 4 upgrade. More max HP, which will make the thing do more damage. We'll keep the glass cannon around. I will lock this spear, because that will give me a second level 4 spear. Standing still, no. Missile, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so after 15 seconds, this breaks even. And then after that, it gets more powerful. Wisdom might be worthwhile. You said the 1-minute waves? So for 3/4 of the wave, I'm more powerful. And, you know, things start a little slower. Like, you don't get overwhelmed immediately. So we're already 10 seconds in. I mean, I didn't buy it, but, no, I think I will. Spending a lot of money on those rerolls. Maybe once I've got a couple of things locked, I shouldn't reroll anymore, because I'm going to want to be able to afford at least those, and the rerolls really isn't showing much. Not that it's necessarily been bad now. The earlier you do the rerolls, the quicker you find something. But yeah, maybe now, maybe that'll be my kind of rule of thumb. Once I got 2 things locked, I'll stop. Unless they're cheap lock things, in which case maybe I can do more. But I get some expensive lock things and not necessarily enough money for them. Torture, unique. 15 max HP, which is good. Restores 5 HP per second. Cannot heal any other way. Restores 5 HP per second. Not 5 HP regeneration. 5 HP per second. This seems really good. And more max HP makes my alien eyes do more damage. Let's do it. The thing is, I'm not restoring that much HP from other things. I mean, obviously the fruit won't do anything. Yeah, we don't have the lifesteal. We don't have that much HP during regeneration. We already have -1 to what our fruit give us. Yeah, good for this run. Baby elephant. 25% chance to deal 1, okay, based on luck, damage to a random enemy when you pick up a material. I mean, sure. I could recycle it for some money, but no. Well, there's lifesteal, which doesn't do anything for us anymore. Now, dodge is still good. I could re-roll this as well, which might be worth doing here. The harvesting, yeah, see, we're getting close to wave 20, so I'm going to say no to that. Maybe I'll just get the luck. Armor and dodge make more sense. Yeah, I agree. I might not want the glass cannon anymore. I am going to buy this. Give us a second. Bourgeoisie, get 3 tier 4 weapons. I think wisdom is still good. But yeah, I'm going to unlock the glass cannon. And since I don't have anything locked, I'll re-roll you. We are probably going to look to replace the scissors, actually. Because its lifesteal isn't going to mean anything for us. The sharp tooth also does lifesteal. And might be worth considering a reroll, like a replacement. I don't think I'm locking anything here, though. Projectiles. Does this literally count for everything? Like, do these, my melee knives, they count as projectiles? You don't need piercing with melee. Do melee not pierce, or do they auto-pierce in a different way? Melee are explicitly not projectiles, okay, even though they look like they are. Now, not all of my things are melee. They scale with melee damage, like shurikens, but it is range. But that is kind of the exception. Okay, then we'll go as is. Now, we do have wisdom, so we do slightly less damage for the first 15 seconds. So I don't actually have to, like, worry about saving the fruit anymore, since they literally do nothing for me. Great. Seconds left. I'm going to take some damage. Well, that heal animation may have been misleading. I'm going to take the armor. We got to go damage. Shoots a medical turret that shoots a bullet healing. Well, we can't heal from this, so that doesn't do anything for us. Little muscly dude. More melee damage, more max HP, reduced rank. No, that's great. Precise elemental, no. Okay, I'll do a reroll here. See, we could buy this and it would level up to level 3 scissors, which I guess still helps me in the short term. I do think we have to dump the scissors at some point, since the lifesteal doesn't help, and it's not like best in slot item, but I guess it's still fine. Yeah, negative range, right, is good for our melee attack speed, yeah. Hitting an enemy spawns 3 projectiles that deal 2 plus range damage. You don't really do, but that's interesting. I mean, if it was higher level already, I might consider it. Hello, Shuriken 4. Well, yeah, gotta remember in between levels, I want to mouse over all my items and see how much each has contributed. I mean, obviously things that have been around longer will have contributed more, but still want to get a bit of an idea. Because there are certain things that are hard to, like, intuit the value of until you've played the game a bunch. To, like, know what's, like, really significant and what turns out to not matter too much. Can't wait to do like a gung fu build next time. Piggy bank. Yeah, sure. Oh, stops at wave 20. Never mind. We'll just recycle you as is. Fuel tank. Element. Nope. I guess attack speed or maybe reroll for a higher level. One more. Okay, let's do that. I think I sell the scissors. I mean, the Sharp Tooth is doing the least damage. Maybe I should sell you. Lose a stack of primitive. Because this is just giving him medical, but it did do a little bit more damage, but barely so. Shuriken 1 I don't think is worth. Yeah, check the stats, yeah. So, a bunch of these have little stats things. None of these. Alien Eyes have dealt 6,000 total damage. This bag is giving me 90 material. 9,000 damage on this turret. 24,000. But it's not like last wave. This is total. So it's a little hard to judge how much it contributed because we don't remember when these were purchased. Landmines have done basically nothing. Okay, I'll sell... Yeah, I'll sell this. Buy that. Oops, wrong button, but still. This is fine. Well, the HP regeneration doesn't do anything for us, but this doesn't hurt us either. It just gives us more max HP, which helps our Alien Eyes. Well, I'll buy it. It's pretty cheap. Not going to get Shuriken 1. This gives more range, which doesn't actually really help with the melee, but it does give more attack speed to sort of balance that out. We have a little bit of engineering. I think I'll just get this. There's actually no reason to re-roll and lock. Because I could just re-roll next turn if I wanted to. And re-rolling and locking now just might mean I don't have enough money to buy stuff that comes up. If I end up with a bunch of money and nothing to buy, I can just re-roll next time. Although I guess the rolls get more expensive. Maybe they reset between rounds. Maybe that's part of the incentive to sort of spread out your re-rolls. Because I noticed the reroll cost goes up, and I don't know if it goes down again between rounds. My assumption was that it did. I guess that would be a reason to do it. Even if it doesn't totally reset, but dips a little bit. I don't like being in a corner. Nobody puts baby potato in a corner. Some damage. He's like, maybe I should fight over here next to all my turrets, but I also have to go hunt more trees, so my sort of go around, do circuits around the outside seems to be the best bet for tree pickups. Last purchase wave is this one. What? I stop buying things? Okay, we're going to take this because the HP regeneration doesn't do anything for us. The attack speed and range kind of breaks even. We get more crit. I'm gonna go for raw HP. Part of me like, maybe I don't need luck, but I don't need the regen. Recycling doesn't matter. This is actually quite interesting, but I don't need the harvest anymore. Losing HP regeneration does nothing for me. I don't know if luck matters anymore. I don't like the knockback. Well, I mean, I don't know how much of an impact it's having. It's hard to read. Neat. We can't afford it. Here, lost duck. Oh, so I can click endless. Or if I go wave 20, presumably this is the end. Let's do that, because we're at exactly 4 o'clock. Well, we're 2 minutes shy. So this will be perfect over here. Oh, we got a boss! Who's holding something in his hand. Is it my little spud? Is it my little bro? Is that what the Brotato is? Ooh, would appreciate more movement here to be able to dodge more of these little big fields that he's dropping. Tell you, when I play Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, or whatever that version of the game is called, movement speed is like the thing I value very highly in that one because it's really easy to get stuck. That or and also mining speed. Oh my god! Now I keep taking. Damn it! Oh, wait, can I just stay in the middle? Oh, I can stay in the middle of these. I don't know what achievements I'm getting. I cannot look. Die. Run one. Okay. Danger one. I've unlocked a bunch of different characters. Tons of different characters. A new item, just a potato, which gives you huge stats to everything. All right. Cool. Yeah, DLC is probably interesting for this too. Mods. Okay, so if I were to start, so I could choose endless from the start. Is there a difference going endless from the start versus choosing endless on wave 20? That's one question. Co-op's cool. I think it's a couch co-op. And we played well-rounded, more HP, speed, harvesting. Brawler, 50% attack speed with unarmed weapons. Start with one fist. That's fun. Crazy? Precise weapons. Knife. See, either one of these would have been fine with the build we went for. Ranger, start with a pistol. Okay, so this one doesn't start... I guess it gave me a choice, starting with a knife. I don't know if there'll still be a choice. Look at this mutant. Items are more expensive, but you need less XP to level up. Oh, that's interesting with the generalist. Can only equip 3 melee and 3 ranged. Actually sounds annoying. Loud? You really lose 3 harvesting every wave? Damn. One armed. Can only equip 1 weapon at a time. Holy shit. Built-in projectiles. Minus 400% damage. Huh. 10% damage for every different tier 1 item you have? That's strange. Okay. Wow. Oh, yeah, DLC is not visible in-game, which I expected. Like, alright, pop open on Steam. DLC is just Abyssal Terrors? Is there just the one expansion? Abyssal Terrors? Just one DLC. It's another $3. Damn. And it's on sale right now, 20% off. New map with 20 waves, new enemies, 14 new characters, 16 new weapons, 30 new items, new game mechanics, new music tracks, new achievements, and more. Not supported, some people say. Most people say yes, worth the price 100%. Mixed reviews for some reason. I mean, it's cheap. Although it can dilute the item pool, right? That's sometimes the problem with some of these expansions, is sometimes they dilute the item pool and make it harder for you to find builds. Although I suppose you can always toggle it on and off. Progress. Oh, progress towards unlock. Win or run in danger 4. Okay. Well, that's really neat. Think item pull focus on what you have somewhat? Really? Adds cool curse mechanics. They added some items to counteract the dilution. Are you saying, oh, so you get fewer guns when going melee? You think, oh, so you think it does try to balance what it gives you. That's kind of cool. How are my hours on these other ones? Hang on a sec. Vampire Survivors, 60 hours, which is a lot of runs of Vampire Survivor. And Bio Prototype. I didn't play as much. You have 14 hours in that. I like it in some ways, but not... Is it not on Steam anymore? Oh? They're doing a relaunch? Oh. You know what? I think I remember reading something about this. So they're doing a big relaunch of the game. So right now they don't even want to sell the current version of the game. They're releasing it because it got pulled from Steam because of publisher stuff. Oh, their publisher got busted on Steam, so they can't sell it anymore. What? I love gaming drama like that. Which again reminds me that at some point we're gonna have to play. My brain is not brain anymore. Disco Elysium. I still have to play Disco Elysium. Which is funny because that's the one where the developers say don't buy it, just pirate it now. That is funny. But I do already have it on Steam from ages ago. We're giving out free keys to people who bought it before, but they hit the max number of keys Steam will let them give out. Okay. HoloCure is free? Hang on. HoloCure. HoloCure, save the fans. Play as your favorite VTubers from HoloLive. Oh! The shit that pollutes my Reddit stream feed all the time. Free unofficial fan game. Overwhelmingly positive. I mean, it's free, so how do you rate it down? Okay, it looks very much like Vampire Survivors. Well, add it to the library. Okay. HoloCure. Let's just make sure. Add to the Let's Try category. All right. Cool. All right. Well, we're going to wrap up the stream today. Over on Twitch, we are going to raid a Kiss for Luck's channel where they are playing some Stationeers. Not a Kiss for Lick, a Kiss for Luck. And otherwise, there is tentatively scheduled for December 25th, Christmas Day, for people who don't have anything else to do. We may be doing a big family stream here on the channel. It's being discussed that we're going to have Essentia and a Kiss for Luck and Rhinoceros Maximus all down here. I'm sure we'll be playing a lot and not just, talking shit in different ways. But yeah, so if you've got nothing to do, it'll probably, I assume, start at 2 p.m. Eastern time, same as this stream started today. And that is tentative. It is possible. We've got a lot of exhaustion and stuff going on in the house right now. It's possible that we'll get to that day and people just nope, we can't. But we are not actually doing anything that day. In the house here, we celebrated on Saturday, and then with my family, I'm going on the 26th for that. So that may be something that happens. Anyway, we're gonna rate a Kiss for Luck, give her some love, and I'll see you possibly on Wednesday. Now I'm gonna go and have some delicious Korean chicken. Bye-bye, everyone.